inside combat, things like Superstore. You have some long-distance sniper areas. Some people I know like to go on top of dam and try to pick off some enemies. And then you have things that are great for AR, you know, that mix of ranges. So it really is kind of like, you know, choose your own adventure. How do you want to have that kind of gameplay?
Well, talking about the gameplay that we have right now, we definitely want to have a little bit of a look into the different streamers that we have, because obviously you can see here the duo. We got Hawks, we got Bobby Plays, and they're definitely really known in the scene, especially when it comes to mobile. And so it's really exciting to finally see these guys enjoy the game, because we've been talking about this for such a long time. And I really asked Bobby, are you going to be here in this event? I saw your invite. I wanted one as well, but obviously I sneaked into the COD Next event and was finally here, finally able to you know, see the alpha. But hey, since we're here, taking a look at what's going to happen here on the right side of your screen, you're taking a look at the map, and it's like, it's exactly what we saw in Warzone.
Totally, and it's getting to one of those end crunch periods. This is my favorite. The circle started to close, not yet final circle, but it's definitely that time. You got to be a little bit strategic and smart about your choices. There is a penalty if you get a little bit too aggressive.
And now, speaking of being aggressive, it's like we were talking about it. It's really a matter of where you drop, because obviously the tier 5 loot zones, the tier 4 loot zones, you'll always have that risk, but obviously the reward is a little bit more high. I mean, especially if you're going to be dropping at the very ends of the map, at the very end sections of it, where, yes, you might not have better loot, but you might have a better time not really looking for those kills. But the best thing here is you need to find that middle ground in every BR game that you have. For here, cash is king. You need to buy out, go and find a way to buy your fallen teammates, because we've already talked about it before, or maybe even meet them in the gulag later on. I'm really hoping to see a gulag feature over here. I want to see it.
Me too, and looking at the mini-map here, there were just quite a few red dots around. Something tells me we're going to see the gulag pretty soon.
And now we're talking about the weapons that they have over here. Obviously, it's something that we've seen already. The Fennec, I feel like it's going to be a really good gun. And speaking of, there you go, gets one. So that's a really good start for him. So hard up. We can see Bobby Blaze. I mean, it's just like Bobby Plays has been such a tremendous name here in the mobile scene, and now he needs to get out, because he's going to be in big trouble, especially going out here with no cover whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know. He's living dangerously. I don't know, Bobby. I'm worried for you, man.
Yeah, Bobby and Hawks, they need to find a way to, you know, just get some cover. There you go, finds one. Gets the kill, and that's going to be really good for them so far. So, again, so far so good, and I'm really looking forward to kind of just talking to the guys later on after this gameplay, right? I feel like they have a lot to say.
Me too. Super curious to hear. Also curious to hear how this interaction here ends. I want to go back to one thing you were saying earlier with the loadouts. One of the things for me that I just absolutely love about Warzone is being able to have this little in-game economy and the strategic choices that happen as a result. Sometimes I want to get my own loadout. Sometimes, no, I'm all about buying a new score streak, leveling up, helping my squad that way. There's a really nice element of strategic choice, and it's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on console and PC, they just absolutely loved. And, you know, in mobile, there's really nothing quite like it. So just can't wait for players to get their hands on that.
Oh, most definitely, because I had my hands on it yesterday. I'm not very good at it, and that's why I'm being a shoutcaster. I'm just kidding. But really just playing the game and playing Warzone in general, it feels as if you're playing the same thing on console and PC. And so that's such a huge deal, especially since you're putting it in such a tiny device, tiny but powerful device, and to have the same thing here. Not only that, it has its unique aspects as well. I think we've already mentioned it before. Mobile, yes, even though you already have it, Warzone is here, it has its unique features.
Big time. And when we started making the game, we listed out all these options. We could make something that was totally not connected. It was its own mobile experience, no connective tissue to Call of Duty console or PC. And on the other end of the spectrum, we could do an exact port, something that felt exactly the same, had, you know, same experience, same economy, same everything else. What we decided in the end was, you know, there are different principles that we want to achieve. We want to make sure on the core game, so here, the moment-to-moment gameplay, it feels just as good as Call of Duty console, because really, for us, that's the best shooter in the world. We want to make sure that we're rendering that properly on mobile. We just think there's nothing better. At the same time, for mobile players, there's certain customizations that are really important. Sometimes on the event side, or what we call internally the live ops side, but also just on the controls. So we want to make sure we're taking those best of both worlds and adding them together into an experience that just feels like nothing else on mobile. We think we're on the right track.
Yeah, well, speaking on the right track, Noah from YouTube getting these kills already, and it's our first time seeing him right now. So again, where he's at is it's going to be a prime spot because it's not going to be too crowded, as you can see here, but you can also get really good loot. So that is definitely one thing that you want to have. And now for him exploiting all of these, I can see the movement is very much like Warzone. I feel like for me that was one of the bigger questions. It's like, what's the movement going to be like? And you can see here, it's good. He's done. He's already kind of felt the game pretty right to the fact that he can get a lot of these kills. And so how was it like trying to transform into the movement coming in from Warzone, going in here to Warzone Mobile?
That's a great point. We thought movement, that's one of those things. Movement and really the whole combat experience, it's something that we just felt like we don't want to mess with it too much. It's so special. It's what makes Call of Duty Call of Duty. So for us, it's about rendering that in the right kind of way. And again, not totally there, but man, we're pretty happy with where we are at this alpha stage in the development process.
I'm just so excited to see every one of these streamers just battle it out, especially at the very late game where you get to see the circle just kind of closing in. But obviously we only have a set amount of time, and that brings an end to what we saw when it comes to the gameplay of Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And it has been really fun, really exciting to see all the streamers playing the game, and we still have way more lined up for you. But with that being said, let's bring in Xavier for a special sideline update.
Yeah, what's going on? WWE superstar Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Austin Creed, here with the only, the man, the legend, Myth.
I'm here with Austin Creed.
Woo! Having a good time. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
How you
too,
been?
Brother. I've been great.
Good.
I'm having such a good time so far, man. It's crazy.
Well, I love to see you.
Yeah.
Now, first things first, we've all been at home for a long time, and now we get to come out to come do an event like this. You get to see all your buds, play Call of Duty with all of them. How does it feel being at this event right now?
Honestly, there's like a 13-year-old little boy like inside of me, the 13-year-old version of me that's like freaking the fuck out. Sorry, I don't know if that's allowed or not, but my bad. I won't do it again. But like, I am losing my cool. Like, I think it's awesome to think about the fact that like I'm at a Call of Duty event and one of this scale for a game that's this big.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, since you got to play the game with a bunch of people so far, what's your favorite thing?
Ooh, my favorite thing, an individual thing. I think so far what I've come to really like is I feel like they took everything that I loved about Modern Warfare and elevated it to the point where like the visuals, the gunplay, the feel of everything is just really polished and tuned. And that's part of what I really, really loved about Modern Warfare.
Nice. Now, you're going to get into some Battle Royale later today. Is there anybody here that you are excited to find and take out on the battlefield?
Gimme Symphio. Gimme Symphony's Pidgeotto ass. You know what I mean? I want to take him out because, you know, he's known as the cheater, the Warzone kid, and he's my good friend of mine. So I feel like it'd be legendary if I was able to just smoke him in the new Modern Warfare 2 Warzone. You know?
Well, there we go. We're going to be watching.
Yeah.
We're going to see if you get it. All right. Appreciate you guys listening. Back to you, Lottie.
Great job, guys. That was awesome.
Did they freak out back there?
Awesome. Yeah, that was great. That was so fun.
Inside, how hyped up he is, like,
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is. I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's in one room here for one reason. It's to play and be excited about the new game, man. You can hear it, like the passion in here. Everybody's loving it, all the new game modes. And we got one on the screen right now. Like, we've had 3P in Call of Duty before, but not quite like this.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. And yesterday, just being able to play, seeing your own back as well has been a while, of course. I got to say, it felt pretty damn good. And when you got used to it as well, Ali, like,
Yeah.
I started frying, and I know you fry.
I was having an incredible time yesterday.
I was on other streamers' setups, so I made sure to change my clan tag to CXT, so everybody knew who was absolutely world starring them on the map. But I will say, the energy in here compared to like a competitive event, it's intense in a totally different way. It's intense in the fact that everybody is just so excited and everybody is just having pure fun and bliss, loading into a new game, figuring things out. Like, the energy is just on a different level.
It really is on a different level.
This looks sick.
It does.
Yeah, what I like about this, Clint, is in 3P, it's 3P, you use the corners, get that advantage. But when you aim in, I was worried about...
It feels really natural. It looks really natural.
Yeah, I was worried about how seamless it would be from like going from 3P to aiming in, but it's perfect. Your centering feels on point. If that's how you play the game and try to keep your red dot in the middle, you can play like that, right? So it's really nice, man. It works.
Well, the only time I'd really mess with it too much for me was the COD Mobile BR, like the first iteration of it, like that kind of that 3P to first person. That was the first time I really had messed with it much, and it felt great. So it's really cool to see them try to double down, create a game mode here.
Yeah, and you can also kind of
looks really seamless, like you said.
You can also kind of see how your character moves. Remember we were talking about earlier, Allie, where it was like the character, the movement, like it feels different. It's reimagined. Like when you're jiggle peeking, you can see the hips, the head move, everything.
Yeah.
You can really see that in the 3P. That's what when I had that realization, I was playing that earlier. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to play these angles a bit differently. And if you're a little bit more of a tactical player, like to get that information, this is gonna be what you want to play.
And I don't know if this goes for everybody, but this is the first time I played a third person like this, where you actually went into your sights still. Like, that you weren't still in third person when you went to ADS. So that was very interesting to transition for me, and I was curious at how it would work with a controller, because I use a controller personally. I feel like mouse and keyboard players are a little bit more accustomed to stuff like that. So I was wondering how that would translate, but like Ant was saying, like, it just felt natural. Like, it felt normal, and it was actually really, really fun to play, because your FOV, like, you see everything, and like you play and you peek corners like totally different than in your first person mode.
Well, the one thing I really like is, like, one thing I'll struggle with sometimes, like, you get this really cool operator or something, right? Like, a battle pass comes out, like, this really dope operator, and you don't really get to see that much, right? It's more about, like, your gun when you're in the first person.
Yeah.
But with this, like, if you get something dope or some of the different emotes you can do, like,
your skins.
You want to show off.
You get to see what you look like. I think, going back to quickly your point there, Ali, about getting used to kind of the zoom in then into the ADS as well, it does take a second to get used to, for sure. How would you handle that, though? Because I think, traditional Call of Duty games, straight up first person, you can snap really quickly, right? Your ADS, you can put perks on to make sure that ADS is as fast as possible. This takes a little bit of time. So are you pre-aiming when you're going around? Like, what are you doing to try and kind of combat that?
Well, I'll tell you right off the bat, when we first loaded into it yesterday and got a little bit of a taste, I thought it was a bug. Like, I thought you weren't supposed to be able to ADS. I was like, oh my gosh, no way. Like, oh, they're going to be playing tomorrow and this is going to be happening. But it was meant to happen. It was such a smooth mechanic. And talking about getting used to it, I was pre-aiming quite a bit, but as you got used to it, the hip fire on a lot of these weapons is actually incredibly accurate. So if anything, you're going to find yourself hip firing a lot more than ADSing when you're playing this game mode. Again, leaning towards the mouse and keyboard players who are more used to not actually.
I think your centering is just your centering.
Your centering is incredible.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've played tournaments 3P on Call of Duty. We had it back in the day. Like, I've grinded 3P Call of Duty. It's actually a lot of fun. We used to have search and destroy tournaments all the time. I think these guys are having a lot of fun with it. I mean, you can see, like, it's a completely different play style.
Where did you come from? Hitch is surprised.
Yeah, he's not happy with that, for sure. But it's absolutely incredible. And another thing, you get a different kind of FOV feel for the map as well. You see things in a different kind of scope and bigger picture here. I'm kind of curious to see what things look like in terms of, like, hanging from ledges from third person and how that kind of works as well.
Like, they put in so much work into the game. Like, I see you. You want us to see everything. And that's kind of what 3P is for. Like, Clint, that's a really good point. Like, with your operator, like, I want to see that swag.
Well, I miss, like, it was a simple thing, but back in Blackout, like, the first iteration of the VR, you had, like, these emotes that you could do, like a hula hoop or something that would go out to third person. And I kind of miss that going forward, because I like to see, if I get this really cool operator, I want to see it more. But, like, to your point, seeing the character animations and stuff, like, they just look godlike. Like, it does look so good. It
looks so good.
And not to mention the sneak peeks that we've got from, like, the vault and from what operators are going to be coming off of beta. Like, they look incredible. Like, they look so freaking good. So to that point, I am very, very excited to see, once the game releases, the type of operators we're going to get heading forward.
I need Vacation Maven. That's what I called it. It's like a Hawaiian shirt with a bald guy with, like, a little bit of suntan lotion on his nose. And I just always called it Vacation Maven. I'm going to need that back.
I'm not going to lie, I might have to whip out my PlayStation again because that Oni skin, like you were speaking about, imagine how damn fine that would look in third person.
Yeah.
Like, insane. That skin was...
Doing the walk and everything.
Oh my god.
In both hands. Like, I want to reenact that live in game.
It'd be absolutely incredible. I mean, this is already looking so much fun. I remember playing this yesterday. I got in a lobby with Aiden. And yeah, that was really rough. I was actually playing on Cloaksy's station, and I've definitely given him a bad name, I've got to say.
You said that you thought Aiden had a personal vendetta.
I did. I mean, this guy, he really doesn't like me. He really doesn't. But, you know, it was so fun.
He doesn't like
play.
Cloaksy, wasn't you?
Yeah,
I promise.
exactly. He's probably like, who is this? This can't be Cloaksy for sure. But pretty exceptional stuff, and we can see a lot of the ADS here.
Look at Tommy's face right now. Like, he's just got this, he had this little smirk and smile on his face. Like, you can just tell people are having fun, and that's what this is all about. It's been awesome to see.
Tommy was having fun. He was sitting there capturing C, just like jumping up and down with his camera sort of angled down so you can see over the wall. Like, he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I played this before. He's having fun, man. Absolutely frying.
It wouldn't be a Nick Cam if his face wasn't in it.
Yeah, like what I walked through all these setups. I saw the cameras were in the right spot. How is it still only half his face? Like, he moved it.
He had to have.
That's the classic Nick Merckx. It's the forehead. It's the eyebrows and the forehead going strong always. You probably talked about this a little bit, but just while it's on our screens, I've got to say, the aesthetics of this game look so good, and in terms of third person as well, being able to see it all encapsulated, as well as your, of course, skin and your operator that you're looking at.
All right.
Stunning. And so is the gameplay here from Nick Merckx.
Yeah, it really is.
That was sweet.
The color I'm loving, but he's got the gunning on point right now. Nick Merckx absolutely forehead cam and all, just frying.
And you saw what he did there.
Up the lobby.
He was pushing up and he was turning left, but he had his camera angled behind him. Yeah. Saw that, jump backwards, and absolutely.
That was nasty.
So you know Nick. I mean, he's got a history of third person. So
how are you guys feeling about the angles? We're seeing Nick do it a little bit here and just kind of shimmying and making sure he can see what is behind the corner. How are you feeling about that for third person?
I mean, he's a cut above the rest when it comes to this. Like, he's super used to it. He's won championships on 3P, so he's having a blast. I mean, he's played a lot of Call of Duty as well, so it's like the best.
He is torching this lobby right now.
He's bullying them.
But no, I think there is definitely there's a learning curve to it if you haven't really played it. And yeah, he has a lot of experience with this type of camera, this type of gunplay, and I think you're seeing that absolutely right now. Just the use movement with the crouch and the block. He's a little disappointed. I think it's a nade that takes him out, but he was tearing the lobby apart.
Yeah, it makes it look way too easy, I'm not going to lie. He makes me feel like
he looks a lot more natural than some of them, right?
Yeah, he does.
Even some of the POVs we went to, I think you can tell they've been playing a little bit, but his looks a bit different, without question.
Oof. It's going to be a rough one. He's not happy. He's not happy about that. Absolutely insane stuff, though. It looks absolutely incredible as well. Yeah, he's frying. He's absolutely frying. That's your teammate. That's your teammate.
That's what I always struggle with when I'm playing something for the first time. Ali, I'm
I did that yesterday.
I'm
I'm
shooting at teammates, locking on teammates all the time. It's like new maps, like new game. I don't know. I always.
You guys just need to dial it in.
What do you mean? Listen, especially if you're not in comms either, and like you don't know the routes on the map yet. Like you run into something, you don't see that name.
There's
by
no
the head.
excuse for Ali. Clint's like.
Ali, I'm pretty confident if you put the time in.
Yeah, what's up?
You would have had a better professional career than Ann.
Like I don't even think I'd have to put the time in, honestly.
I can't understand. You guys.
I used to always mess with Ann.
I got
if I skipped college and I was grinding, like Ant's in trouble. We're gonna take a look at a replay now. Nick was absolutely popping off in 3P. We know he's got the experience with it. Let's check out the Elgato replay.
Yeah, this guy obviously has been here before, but of course on a new game here, Modern Warfare 2. Looking amazing. I'm pretty sure this part he does snap off. I thought that might have been the part where he died there. I was going to say surely not. But just really, really seamless gameplay from Nick Merckx. And it's something to expect from him for the future. The fact that he's getting it down already, brand new game, brand new maps. I mean, it's pretty clean, isn't it, Nameless?
Yeah, he was frying, and he wasn't even using right-hand advantage there. Like, literally using the left side of the screen. So
that's part I always struggle with is that toggle between shoulders. Like, I mean, it's very natural when you play more, but like at first, I'm not very. I just end up like looking at over one shoulder, basically.
Yeah, I always look at the right side, man. It's so tough. Left side, I always get gunned. Oh my god.
Oh, I say he got a couple hit fire bullets.
Rogue.
Got almond here.
Was that a shotgun that killed him?
I'm not sure.
Looked like a shotgun.
The shotgun looked disgusting. I was watching Tim use it earlier.
No way y'all like using shotguns. That's crazy.
Yeah, I probably need one, to be honest. I probably need one, for sure. What do you guys think of the perks as well? Obviously, the perk packs, we talked about that with the devs earlier on the desk, and we saw that pop up a few times now on the screen. But obviously, having to earn the perks and kind of produce the goods and secure those as you're playing is pretty cool, too.
Yeah, we'll see what people play around when it comes to, you know, the perk setups. You can create your own, but they also have different, like, classes. You can be a support player. Clint was mentioning it earlier. You know, you can be a sentinel. Josie saw was talking about that. So there's different categories. I think most people will just, like, create their own, run some of the historics if you have EOD, which is back battle hardened. You can stay away from stuns, nades. And then Dead Silence is a field upgrade. I know everybody's always talking about, is Dead Silence in the game? Well, yes, it is. It's a field upgrade. So you can still have that while you pick your additional perks. And as the game goes on, you'll get more. So you're just going to feel like a super soldier.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's different. We're going to see how it plays out. But it seems, I just like the concept of unlocking and earning things. I do. So.
It's satisfying. You get kills, the game goes on, you get an extra perk. Like, we've had like something similar before back in Ghost with the specialist, and you felt unreal as you start to unlock some of the other perks. So I'm excited to see how these guys play around with it.
Oh, all right, Papa App.
I know.
Father of two.
Here he comes.
Dominating the lobby.
I love seeing a sub in his hand. I mean, this is probably one of the better point of views we're going to get, as he is just looking to be a menace right now.
Using the 74U, looks like a version of the AK. Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. Do it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Forget as these guys grind, they're going to start unlocking more weapons. So we haven't seen this yet. We've seen Fenix, we've seen the Hurricane, the FSS Hurricane. We have not seen the 74U on the stream yet.
There you kind of get to see the Dolphin dive, the dive from the third-person POV, which I still think that's what I'm appreciating the most about this, is just seeing some of the animations from the 3P. It just, I don't know, it's a different beast. Nice to see.
I just want to see somebody Dolphin dive in third person down an escalator. I'm still waiting for that.
I'm with that.
You can turn around mid-dive.
Yeah, 360.
Yeah, so like, people are going to be getting torqued on.
Just, definitely are, for sure. I mean, the 360 down an escalator is going to be pretty nasty.
Lobby. Yeah, Crim, App. These guys are turned.
Speaking of, I want to know how you guys feel so far about competitive play. I mean, we've got some incredible pros or ex-pros on our screens as well. I mean, you know, so far, so good. How are you feeling about the pacing? How these guys are
playing great. These guys are playing great.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, the main things are like, going into it from a competitive aspect is like the maps, which the maps are pretty good.
Yeah.
Auto looks great, and we've only seen a
it's like impossible for you to say. Yeah, just gotta spend more time on the maps.
The
other
gunplay feels good. Like for me, when I sit down,
it.
Clint, like the first thing that I look at is like the gunplay. How does it feel?
Yeah.
And it felt great. Like the movement feels good. You got some, you know, extra mechanics.
You get good gunplay and movement. It's like everything else is kind of all right. If it's fun to play.
Yeah. So I think so far, like it's W.
See, and I'm on the other end of that spectrum where I'll look at the maps right away. Like, I'll go through my attachments and like, all right, I'll try this one out. But really, when I first load into the game right away, I'm looking at the map layout. That's kind of like my forte. And I will say, the Mexican Village, that map, I love that map. And like a competitive aspect, it gave me a little bit of like a 3-lane, as well as the paintball map that had the middle section of Chaos. I was talking about how there was the underground passageways. It's giving, again, like a 3-lane hybrid. So with the maps that we are given to play with on this alpha test, I am looking forward to the game release. I'm looking forward because for competitive side of things, at least my personal opinion, things are looking bright.
Cool. Amazing stuff. I love to hear that. And I'll tell you what, I love to hear from some other people in this amazing arena. We've seen a ton of action so far. Of course, our third-person mode as well. But it's time to toss it on down right now to Gina Darling and Stephanie to give us an update on how things are on the floor and what is going on over there.
Hi, Stephanie, and welcome back. Now listen, we've heard it teased a couple times today. Raids are coming to Call of Duty. Now, would you mind letting the people at home know what they can expect for this new experience in Modern Warfare 2?
Thank you, Gina. It's so exciting. I feel like I have been able to announce so much cool stuff today, so this is sort of the cherry on top of the sundae for an awesome stack of all of the Call of Duty content that's coming your way this year. But Raids, an all new experience, different gameplay than we've ever really brought to fans. And this mode is ultimately all about communication and coordination, the things that you expect from a raid. And we're actually going to be looking at episodic missions, all of them sort of a couple hours in length, starting with Season 1 and the launch of Modern Warfare 2, and then having that narrative, which will actually, you know, play in with the campaign, continue to play out across every chapter.
Exciting. Oh, I'm so hyped for this. Now, can we get a little bit more detail on the gameplay itself?
Yeah, so we're looking at 3-person teams. And like I said, this is all sort of a mix of combat, of narrative, and puzzles. So those sort of core mechanics of what we know and love from raids are coming to Call of Duty in that style. And like I said, I think the way that the narrative will continue to evolve seasonally across each encounter and each mission, I'm stoked for everybody to get a chance to see these.
Now, listen, as a longtime Call of Duty player, lined up during midnight so many times, and
the
still stream
at the Best Buy.
Shout out to the mom and pop shops too, and still streaming Call of Duty to this day. This gets me so hyped. So please let me know how and when can we dive into raids.
Right, so this is going to come with the launch of Season 1. So same dates you're looking at for Warzone 2.0. This will be November 16th. Season 1 kicks off for Modern Warfare 2. And I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle of Season 1, actually. So it's going to be
Awesome. You heard it, guys. Thank you so much. And let's go back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Gina and Stephanie, and really excited about everything that is coming in. I just feel like the more the day goes on, the more we're getting, the more reveals are coming. I mean, there is so much to unpack here, isn't there?
It's just, listen, I've been a part of a ton of these launch events or premieres, and, you know, we've shown, usually it's been like a multiplayer reveal, or maybe we'll show off like a campaign or something. Never, I don't know how to describe it other than like, it feels like we're in this sort of like metaverse now. With Warzone Mobile, with Warzone 2, with multiplayer coming from Modern Warfare 2. It just feels like it's this giant sandbox of so much cool Call of Duty shit that I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you know, it really is an experience. I feel like Modern Warfare 2 is bringing absolutely everything to the table. Or, on the other side of things, there is something for everyone, right? I mean, we're getting DMZ, we've got Ground War coming on our screen in just a moment.
I want to see a tank pull someone's face off.
I mean, third person, the list is absolutely endless. So the fact that there's so many Call of Duty fans that love something specific about COD, they have something to sink their teeth into here, Ali. And it's just
it's
incredible.
He is a good-looking man.
It's like an amusement park. No, you're good. I need you to let you shoot your shot.
I got distracted by Cloaksy. I'm so sorry. Continue your point.
I hope he sees it later.
I'm so sorry, Cloaksy. I am so sorry for yesterday painting your name.
And I was just saying, it's like an amusement park of Call of Duty, right? There's just so much going on, and like we haven't even scratched the surface of it. Like there's still so much to be played. We're heading into Ground War. We're gonna see tanks. We're gonna see the vehicles. Like so much. Oh, the water!
This
is what I've been waiting for.
This is what I've been wanting to see is the boats.
Wow.
So they're going out. They're going fishing.
They're going out. They got the full squad in there. Look, like I would not want to run into these guys. We played some Invasion.
It's Stone Mountain. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked to see that dude. He's ready to get tactical with the ships.
Yeah. These guys got I was gonna say he's running around with a pistol. Got the M4 in hand. Zuma here, so you know he's twisted.
Yeah. Nah, he's having a blast. It's been amazing to see Tommy Zuma's success in recent months, but yeah, he's got the gunny still. It's cool to see him out here competing, playing, having some fun, but this is like, what, kind of like a middle ground between like your Warzone and your multiplayer experience. For those of you that haven't like messed around with Ground War, it's just giant sandbox. You're going to see it all. Very, very different from your 6v6 type maps, that's for sure.
Yeah, still with a little bit of an objective in this one. Different than Invasion.
That's a bathroom.
Whatever. And everyone's in here just trying to, like, you just come in here, you pull out a sniper, you pull out an AR, SMG, drive all the vehicles, like full experience of Call of Duty can be had here at Ground War.
Yeah, that is very, very true, actually. It really does kind of remind me of Warzone. I don't know whether that's just because Aiden's on my screen or whether it's just because, obviously, this is a massive map, but it really is almost like a little bit of a warm-up and a little taste into what Warzone is, and it's cool the fact that you can get that in Modern Warfare 2. You can kind of come out of multiplayer, chuck on Ground War, and just get straight into things here as well, which, oh, God, go on. That would have been so sick. We want to see a sniper shot right from the top there.
Well, I was kind of curious if he was trying dead shots at that range.
Let's see a swim. Let's see some swimming.
I mean, it's not even a sniper, is it?
This is the breaststroke.
It wasn't even a sniper. It was just a scope.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Wow.
He is swimming fast.
I've been compared to Michael Phelps due to my long arms and very athletic legs.
Is he getting damaged?
Yeah,
he is.
pretty sure he's either, I wasn't sure if he was drowning or getting beamed.
Ooh.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Hold the phone.
I love how the movement with Aiden, like you can tell he's playing it like Warzone. Like when we were first watching him, like he was busting doors open, looking at the ground, looking for high ground. And so I think that's like, it's so interesting to differentiate the play styles between all the players and creators that we have here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And you can see right now he's just obviously selecting his loadout here, and it's something we also got into earlier on. But Ground War, what kind of loadout do you want? Obviously, it's very different from multiplayer. It's so much bigger. You know, what are you thinking?
You gotta have have an AR with it. You saw he just put a bigger scope.
He just hit himself in the forehead with that nade, I believe.
Split.
Hey, listen, it happens to the best of us, Aiden. It happens to the best of us. Not me, but it happens.
I love that you can select your spawn as well. But yeah, you're gonna want like a sniper and overkill AR.
Nice move.
Yeah, this spawn selection is huge, by the way. That is such an interesting and cool kind of push there into Ground War.
Listen, this is what I'm doing all day. If I'm not in the back sniping Ground War, like, I'm in a tank, 100%. Like, look how fun this is. This guy's just driving around just blasting people.
Nothing but vibes. What song do you think he's got playing in the tank?
That is a good question. That's a very good question.
Yeah, I was saying, it was some like AC/DC. Usually in the trailers, I feel like there's usually some.
Oh, he's trying to
rock
shoot the water.
anthem.
See what
Wait, drive the tank in the water. I want to see what happens.
I would love to see that, please.
Well, what's the one? Is it the ATV that's like can do both? It's like amphibious, right? I believe they talked about it. I think in like the opening of the show that there are some vehicles that you can take right into the water. Like this is some James Bond stuff.
They said they sink slow now when you drive a vehicle in the water, which I want to see a tank sink slow.
I know.
It's kind of cool just to see people diving in, by the way. Isn't it? It's kind of cool to see people jumping into the water.
Stuff.
Dip your toes into it.
And just like when we
It's
scale
hot.
out,
They're in the desert.
when we come out of game and we see the view like this, it just blows my mind that they were able to set this up.
Oh, just
Like,
the venue
Everybody
itself.
grinding, like everybody in a ground war, queuing up. It's been absolutely amazing all day, man. You can hear everybody's getting loud, passionate. They're ready, man.
Oh yeah, there's been a fair amount of trash talk. Just, I mean, a lot of these guys know each other. They're in the same lobbies, just screaming at each other across.
They just redeploying on a giant heli. I have not seen that.
Oh, I was looking away, back behind us. I didn't even see it.
It was Stone Mountain on a giant helicopter, like 3 other players. Super high.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was kind of curious how much you got to lead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was playing.
Oh, how is that not? I know. I literally was like, how?
And I was leading my shot, not hitting him. I was like,
surely that was on the dome.
Maybe it's no lead.
I think it's one of those things like just different sniper. You just got to get used to it, dude. Once you get a feel for it,
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, well, up close and like medium range, I was fine with sniper, but from range, it felt harder.
It's gonna take some time to get used to. It'll take a little bit of time.
I mean, I'm kind of all for that. I'm kind of hoping, at least just from the amount of like Warzone I've played, and I know we're in Ground War right now, but like your really long range stuff, I'm hoping with a reduction in attachments.
Like this?
Oh yeah, what is going on here?
This looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, what sort of sniper perch is this?
It's like a chopper gun. Like, this looks lit.
And you can, you can really walk around? Jeez.
That's so cool.
That's actually really cool.
I wonder if the back is open.
I need you to hit it. Oh God, out of the combat area, get out. 2, 1, just back in.
Look, 2 of them did it though, look, noisy.
Oh. But I hope like, with the reduction in attachments,
try to snipe.
It's a little bit harder. Like, we've gotten so used to being able to just beam someone at 200 meters.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more of a challenge to it.
Yeah, a little bit more of a skill factor coming in.
Oh, someone saved his life. Guardian Angel.
I really do feel like the way that this game plays so far, the pacing, everything about it, honestly, the skill gap I feel like is there. I feel like we're going to see that a lot.
Well, that guy's thigh is no longer there.
That's
so
true.
a lot of
Very
just
true.
ripped off of the 50 cal.
Very true.
He was just moving with the sniper in his hand, by the way. Like, really quick.
The speed demon.
Yeah, he changed the attachments here for sure.
Ooh.
Hey, Cloak. What's up, buddy? I'm your #1 fan. I ordered your merch and I wear your shirt every other day.
Big
That's
fan.
some pizzas in the background.
That's
Are
a
they
big
delivering hand-delivering pizzas to the
Oh, are
setup?
they? Okay, because I'm looking forward to that.
Wow.
When
I'm thinking
Can we get a
that's-
hand-delivered pizza
I'm
to the
thinking that's a
desk?
little
I don't know
hand-delivered
when
Little Caesars going around right now.
whatever my next break is, I'm throwing back an entire
I hope they're getting napkins.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
some-
Having pizza, watching some
Very
gameplay on this
greasy.
desk right now is a vibe.
Yeah,
I mean, what I see right now is I see Call of Duty, I see a bunch of streamers, I see Mountain Dew, and I see pizza.
I mean,
This is literally opening night. Like,
fever
This
dream.
brings me back to being 18, right?
I know.
just the best.
Remember waiting in line for the game, go home, like, I'm taking school off tomorrow. Like, sorry, I can't go, Grandma.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
Got to put that temperature thermometer on the radiator. Make sure that's the highest it can be.
Oh, there it is!
my God.
Of
Come
course
on.
it's Pammy!
Who better to watch for the sniper?
Of course!
Yo.
Hit it! Ah! Hit marker!
Wow.
Oh, he is just flying
Oh,
his that?
wow. He said, I'm getting this one.
It is Pam.
What a moment.
Pamashi Bond.
Oh.
Oh, he's going to rip in there.
He's been doing this for a while.
Oh, no.
Ah. He got one, though, from the
Look
chopper.
at the
It
smile.
was
You can see
gross,
him.
too.
He's so happy.
Oh, I can see it now, Clint. All the 360 snipes off of that chopper.
Oh, yeah.
In the montages, like, it's going to
It's like, what you know those moves they do off of, like, the diving board, like at the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be like triple cow sal, 720 backflip into a snipe.
Yep.
Okay.
Look, the dev said that they wanted fun, and that sounds pretty damn fun to me.
I'm kind of with that, yeah.
Oh, my God.
What just happened there?
Sniped out of the sky.
Adios. Farewell. Was that bread?
I don't know.
I think it was bread.
I don't know. I might need a replay.
Oh, we got a demon lobby. I saw Biffle in here. Jack's getting popped.
I saw Miles actually getting pretty diffy in a lobby against Biffle.
Okay.
He was top of the leaderboard.
That's who we needed, a 1v1 Biffle from Tweet.
I actually think it's a Miles.
Oh,
versus
there's the
Biffle,
pizza.
yeah.
That looks glorious. Of course, Jack takes full parade.
Oh, my mouth is literally watering just thinking about pizza.
Go ask Jack for some.
I could eat it every
Yeah.
meal, I'll be honest with you. I really could.
Oh, he's bringing the sniper out?
Yeah, he switched to his own.
He was like, you know what? Let's do it. If you can't beat him, join him.
I want to know who's winning right now. Unfortunately,
like
I think it's Cam. Oh, they are winning there. I can see just the top, the 45, 49 winning.
There we go.
I need a loser's point of view now to see the score.
I have not used this gun yet. This looks like a sniper.
Oh,
I'm confused. Is somebody actually driving that?
I thought it was like a
I thought it was a spawn chopper.
I don't know, but Courage was
Hello,
trying to find
Noche.
out.
How we doing, sir? Looking very dapper.
This is cool. Selecting spawns is just sick. I'm not going to get used to that.
I just like the, you know, in older games, you know, you pick your spawn,
Yeah.
sort of appear there, but now like the, whatever you call it, like the
thing.
The animation, what do you call it? Like, no, how it like takes you.
It takes
like
the
flies.
zoom in. It's like the zoom in, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a word for it there that I'm not finding, but like
I
the
know.
zoom into
Transition
like your
into
spawn.
it.
Transition, there we go. That's probably what I was looking for. But I like that a lot. Thank you, Lottie, for saving my brain.
very
It was
well.
struggling because it needs pizza.
Mine struggles on the reg.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Yeah, no, I think it is really, really cool to see that. And I think it just suits ground war, honestly. It really does suit ground war. And I think in terms of the objective work, you have a huge map here and you have to cover so many different areas. So the fact that you can choose your spawn spot is pretty sick. I love it.
I think Myth hybrided his pistol to like an SMG. Whenever he
there's
switches to that, look at it because that looks
the auto, right?
insane
so there's
to me.
there's an auto version of
Yeah.
that pistol, and he has it on, but he has like a stock on.
Nice.
He's got it pretty loaded up.
It's the attachments that you can really make it your own.
Yeah. You can make an AR into an SMG. I mean, we've been saying it.
Yep.
You do a lot with
And a
this gun
pistol
since 2.0.
into
And a
an
pistol
SMG.
into an SMG.
Maybe
That's
that same
insane.
SMG pistol into an AR, who knows?
So I've just looked at the kill feed, and Symphony is on the other team. So
Perfect. That's exactly what I need. I needed a sniper.
Oh.
That'll bring me a whole lot of happiness.
Oh, that's a tank.
That was Optic
Can't snipe
Blake
that.
getting plucked.
I want to see that drill charge being thrown on the ground and a tank running over. We saw it in the trailer. But I need
the one like through the roof.
No, like there's one you put on the ground. Well, yeah, you can do it through the wall as well. I think it'll just.
I really want to see the floating,
Oh, okay. Oh, he's popping off now.
floating nade. I want to see so bad. The floating mine.
Oh,
Wow,
there's a
this
lot
looks
of red arrows
insane.
over there.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
That looks so beautiful. It has the
It's
whole map
awesome,
on it.
yeah.
Like, in color as well. It looks great.
Cruise missile out.
It's calling everything in. Doesn't see anyone. Oh, there we go.
I think they're inside. Unfortunately, not able to hit it. But fact is, Myth taking over the lobby. Snipe looking hot.
I mean, we've seen everything so far in this. We've seen vehicle combat, aerial, some crazy gunfights in buildings. Cloak was just chilling inside of a tower. So everybody, your specific taste to Call of Duty you can find in Ground War.
yeah. It's a little bit of everything. Just fun. It's just fun.
You can look a lot of the settings right now, you know, because it's never their fault. It's a settings problem. So I think we're on the hunt for what's wrong right now.
I love going through this. It's just my favorite thing in the world. Just making sure everything's exactly how I need it to
And you
be.
never thought it could be your thumbs?
No, oh, no. I just really like tinkering with it.
Oh, yeah.
But do I blame it when I have failures? Yes, I do, Lottie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do.
No,
It's
I think
rarely
we all
my
do.
fault,
We
Lottie.
all do, to be honest. I understand that. Got a lot of red up there right now.
Wait,
Yeah,
so you
right?
can spawn in a vehicle. You see that? That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says full, so I guess he's waiting for somebody to deboard.
That's sweet.
What?
Not noticed that.
Right, somebody get knocked out of it.
I wonder if you can spawn in a chopper, in a helicopter.
You must be able.
I
Yeah.
believe we're going to be tossing to the floor soon. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see if in the 3 minutes I'm off camera if I can eat an entire pizza. I'm going to try to.
I would like to know if you
Go
can.
bring me some.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find it. That's my
We'd
goal.
like a follow-up on that for sure.
this is Booyah here. These guys are all grinding. We're going to get to see some Warzone later today. It's going to be epic.
It is going to be absolutely incredible. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we're just about done here with watching this Ground War gameplay. We're going to toss it on down to the main stage to find out who Jess has got and who she's going to be talking to. Jess, over to you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. Yeah, I'm actually here with one of my favorite streamers, Swish'em. How are you enjoying yourself here at COD Next? I mean, you're here among 200 of your fellow streamers playing what I can only imagine is your favorite game. How does that feel?
Honestly, the experience so far, it's been amazing. Like, I can't put into words. Like, the feeling to be here right now playing MW2 and getting all the first looks, like, you can't have anything better, you know? So far, like, I'm loving it. Like, I feel like a little kid on Christmas. Like, everything, like the aspect of all, you know, everything in the game right now with multiplayer, it feels so good, so smooth. I just want to keep playing this. I don't want to go back to Caldera right now.
Well, we've had a little taste now of, you know, 6v6, Ground War, different maps, different modes. Kind of what's your main takeaway here from this game?
Honestly, I'm loving third person right now. It's like, honestly, I didn't know if I was going to like it or not because, you know, we've never had third person, you know, with the past COD. But honestly, I'm loving it a lot. And I love the maps. Everything, you know, is really good right now. And it's feeling, you know, smooth.
All right, final question. I mean, what is next for you and your stream and your content?
MW2 grind. That's all I'm looking forward to. Can't wait.
That makes perfect sense. Well, thank you so much, and best of luck. Have fun out there. Lottie, babe, back on over to you.
Thank you so much, Jess. And you can see right now there is so much happening behind us. All the creators, you can see the ring lights for days. So much Modern Warfare 2 being played. But my name is Lottie, I'm on the desk, I'm joined by Maven. But I also do have two very special people to talk about Modern Warfare 2 and what it took to make it look so damn glorious. We've got Mark and Joel joining us. And guys, I mean, studio animation director, and we've got studio art director here. I've got to say, first and foremost, this game is stunning.
Awesome.
Like, it is absolutely beautiful. The colors are incredible.
Yes.
I just want to dive in IRL, to be perfectly honest with you, but it's
not
really
just
beautiful.
brown.
It's not just brown.
It has some color.
I promise I didn't joke about that already multiple times today. But no, seriously, there's been a lot of like gray and brown sometimes.
There are many hues. We got our hue chart out. We put that in there.
It looks vibrant. I'm loving it. It's just it just feels good when you're out there slaying.
It looks absolutely incredible. I'm so excited to dive deeper into that. But folks at home, if you didn't already know, we've got an epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links, and each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice. Delicious Jack Links limited edition products, brand new epic in-game items from Jack Links. So if you want to find out more, check this out.
Looking for an epic way to celebrate the launch of Modern Warfare 2? Jack Links has got you covered, giving you the chance to win the ultimate Modern Warfare 2 supply drop. Keep an eye out during the broadcast for the Jack Links Sasquatch to appear on screen. If you see it, grab your phone and scan the QR code, following the prompts to qualify for entry. Tune in to Call of Duty Next. Squad up with Sasquatch and level up for the ultimate viewing experience, courtesy of Jack Links. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, folks, keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all your information for a chance to win. And trust me, you certainly want to. But back to it, though. Of course, Modern Warfare 2 is where we're at.
I'd be good as a Sasquatch, though, right?
It's hard to mocap Sasquatch.
To be honest, people might honestly get that confused with you. Yeah, there is that problem.
I'd be really good as that.
There is that problem.
Anyway, I'm so sorry.
You can throw the razors out. You don't need to worry about it.
But I tell you what isn't a problem is the color palette on this game. It's absolutely stunning. You know, I looked at Mikado earlier on, and I was just floored by how good it looks. What does it take to make a map? You know, how from scratch, you're looking at the color schemes, you're looking at what you want to put in, the details. It's very finely detailed, and I think that makes people really want to dive into the game and start grinding it.
Well, I think like it's important to create an immersive environment, go out and capture reality, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all the details. And what's funny about making stuff like this is it's about what you leave out. You know, the real world isn't completely cluttered all the time. It's very, you know, kind of understated and things like that. So kind of holding people back sometimes because they want to keep going, and you know, especially in a game space, you know, that's important to pay attention. And then AI, putting AI in there and having a living world.
I mean, that's just insane. The AI part is something that blows my mind, and I think it really brings such an incredible aspect of that realism, you know, that realistic effect that you guys are trying to achieve here in Modern Warfare 2 and in COD games in general. What does it take to make that happen?
Oh my.
Well, it takes a lot of like just research and reference that we use. Like all of us are mad action movie fans and you know, cartoon anime and all that stuff. But that's the action side of it.
Yeah.
But we have to have that authenticity where we deal with our military advisors, all different branches of the military. We ask them questions all the time. We're always asking, hey, would you do it like this or would you do it like that? Most of the time they'll say, yeah, nah, I wouldn't do it like that. That's Hollywood. You know? but they know that it's an entertainment product, so they definitely are in it to win it. Always giving us the advice that we need, plus the extra pointers in here and there. Then we bring them into the mocap stage.
Yeah.
Get them suited up. A lot of them never been in anything like that. They're in spandex, with the dots and stuff. Big tough guys, So, but once they get going, I mean, it's amazing when you see a lot of the movements that they do. They're like, wow, man, that's going to look good in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a lot of like effort and magic that goes into it.
Mark and I go back on this all the time. It's what you're looking for also in the performance is the human mistakes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When people get scared, when AI gets scared, how do they react? When a soldier, sometimes all these consultants do things perfectly.
Right. Right.
And they rehearse it. It's muscle memory. But you want those moments where they're making mistakes and they don't do it perfectly.
Imperfections.
Human,
Well, I feel like the hard part, at least from the outside looking in, is just like finding that fine line between realism and fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I play games. I'm not going to call it any other games, but like they try to have sometimes a realistic weighted movement to it that to me is just not as fun. Like I want more arcadey sometimes because that's just we're playing a game at the end of the day.
It's a fine line.
It's got to be very tricky.
You can't go too overboard and WrestleMania or anything like that, and you can't go too I don't know whatever.
It's contrast.
We see that. I mean, with the Oni skin we saw earlier, the way that the guy was walking the operator, we having that fun, that exciting
That's
aspect.
you? Was that you?
That was me in the suit.
No.
Was it really? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that looks dope.
Oh my! I'm a big fan.
he
for a
did that.
start,
Awesome.
big fan of
Awesome.
the Oni.
That was awesome.
But I mean,
That was fun.
we are bringing that fun element to operators like Oni and having these exclusive skins that you're able to put on, and it changes the whole character that you are embodying in the game, and that's where the fun aspect comes in. But you do have people who want to stay true. They want that realistic kind of approach and feel to the game, and I think the balance is really difficult, but something so far we've seen is that you guys have done that so well. Where does the decision making of the AI come in? I know the intuitive, creative part of the AI is so important to you guys, and having them making those decisions and become actually a vital aspect of in-game play. How does that work?
Well, that's a balance between the programmers. The animators, we want them to do everything. So we just have them running around, but then
they're cooking a meal.
The design, Jeff and Joe were like, we don't need it like that. Can you guys switch it this way? So there's a lot of balance between design, code, and animation. The art.
How many times do we go back and forth on silhouettes and because you want the AI to be identifiable,
right?
In that when you mix it up, you need to get that
it's
stuff.
a little difficult, but it's a balance between that triad of design, code, and animation where we have our vision in our head and we just have to come together and compromise.
Well, how much? I guess I feel like adding the third person kind of put a spotlight on you from an animation standpoint, because we've all seen when you're in first person, you don't see a lot of the animations you do, but when you're fighting somebody online, every now and then the animation can be janky due to whatever desync. You're playing on the internet, but when you have the 3P, it is a spotlight directly on the animations of the character.
The animation department and programming went to town.
They had to, right?
and it's so awesome to see it. Our animation director at the studio, Bruce Ferris, I was just talking to him today about it. But it's really awesome. So I was just sitting down here on the floor watching it a few minutes ago. I was like, wow. Man,
it looks so good. That's what I was thinking.
Vehicle mounting and all the stuff that goes on with that. The way that you mantle on things. You've got a nice system where the feet are falling on the terrain the proper way, on staircases and things. It's
just awesome to see.
It makes the characters look great.
When you see someone else doing it, that makes you feel even more badass.
It's a power fantasy seeing it happen.
That's all I could think about in the 3P part was the character animations. They look so.
They knocked it out of the park. It's awesome.
They really did. I got to ask you just a personal nerdy question for me, but I love finishing moves. I think they're so sick. How does that get created? You know, what's the magic behind finishing moves? Are they actually played out live? Do you guys have to do it?
We do.
Like, oh,
we do.
Wow.
So
cool.
we don't do them ourselves. It wasn't me in the suit. We go get stunt people, and we kind of map it out first, draw sketches, you know, like, hey, maybe it's like, do like this, do like that. We get them on stage, and then we kind of like just go through it together, you know, to kind of just bring that action and that feel, that same thing that you just felt.
Yes.
We did it last project. This time, we were like, all right, we need to up the ante a little bit.
Love it.
So, violence and aggression.
I'm going to put pressure on both of you if this isn't in yet. So, listen, this is going back to, we were talking about the fact that one thing that's tough with first person is when you get cool operators, right? You don't see them as much. And like finishing moves is one where you do, but like going back, this is back to like Blackout, but like when you would do, there were different like emotes you could use where you would like dance and you'd have the hula hoop and stuff like that. So you'd kind of see your avatar more. You could show off. You could do a lot of taunting type things.
Yeah, right.
Is that in that, or can you add it for me?
I feel like we get that out with a wide, like a big breadth of finishing moves.
Yeah.
I think that's where you
really get to
showcase that. Yeah.
You weren't asking if we have emotes, right?
Well, no. I guess more like I'm trying to think back. Like there was one where I could do like a hula hoop or like goofy kind of stuff you could do to like show off. And I just like I guess I like to see my operator more and more.
For sure.
Yeah. And you guys have put so much work into the animation. Like I want to see my guy dance. You know, I want to get down and nasty.
It's an evolving system. We have to see what happens. Right now, we're so focused on. This is a big game.
Oh yeah.
You don't say. You don't say.
If I look tired, if I don't look tired, it's because the makeup artists here are really good.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot going on. But yeah, we've got a long.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of road left in front of us too.
Keep me in mind that I want a bald character that can move a little bit. All right.
Easy.
That's why. If we need to get me in,
we got you.
If we need to get me in.
I'm going to call it Dance
Some
on
motion
Grave.
caption stuff.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
like
I'm with it.
I can definitely attest that you don't want to get him in. And yeah, that could be a little bit of an error there. It could be, hey look, it might be the goofiest one we've seen so far. And I'm kind of down for the goofy part of it. That's for sure.
Well, I think that's where you guys get to have some fun too, right?
Because with balance. Balance and contrast.
It's the balance. It's the balance for
I
sure.
imagine all the realistic stuff talking to the military, but you want to have some fun too.
Absolutely.
I do.
100%.
And we are.
Very
and we will.
Very true. Well, look, it's my job to balance the desk out here, and I got to talk about something very, very exciting. And Mark, I want to know a little bit more about the shoe surgeon. What have you been cooking up for us here?
Hey, shout out to shoe surgeon. We all a lot of us at the organization, we're shoe heads, right? So sneakerheads. But we're really excited to work with a huge name in the sneaker world, which is the shoe surgeon. They made 2 incredible shoes for us, based off of the brand of Modern Warfare.
Okay.
2, with look at that. That's
wow.
So these actually all unique for these 2 shoes. One of them is for the Modern Warfare brand. The other one is for Al Mazrah, the big map. And it's a lot of desert tones. It just is really, really, really awesome. It's iconic greens and all that, you know, inspired by, you know, Al Mazrah and all the materials.
These look awesome, and I also think I need to get some tattoos.
On the teleprompter.
And they both have ghillie snap-ons too. Like you know, some people don't even know what are those.
You can ghillie your
like you don't know nothing about these.
You got to put your ensemble together.
Right.
I like that.
When you go out on the town, put your ghillie suit together, clip them on there, and you're set to go.
I love it.
But if you want to be one of the 6 lucky people to win a pair, maybe 5, because you know I might get one. You need to follow Call of Duty.
Okay.
Then you need to tweet hashtag CODNext and hashtag sweepstakes, or you can scan the QR code there and enter to win.
It's as easy as that, folks. Absolutely incredible. I've got to say, I really want to cop that desert color pair.
I want the Modern Warfare 2 one.
Oh, I like that. The iconic green.
Yeah,
the iconic green.
Absolutely.
I'm wearing it today. I've got to say, it looked pretty good with what I'm wearing right now.
Did you see Joanna's pants though?
I did. I mean, who didn't?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
icons everywhere I look. Including on the stage, though, it's right now time to toss down to Beef Mummy and see what she's cooking up. Right down there with the content creators.
Wow, I'm ready to have another slice of that action here in Warzone Mobile. Did you like that? Yeah, Little Caesars right here. We're ready for another round of gameplay here.
Amazing. Ready for another slice of action? Me too. So yeah, you know, only in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile can you have the type of intense, up to 120 player real action. So let's get back on in and see what we have going on today.
Well, you can already see it. It's after the turns of what we've seen here so far, because so far it's been absolutely crazy. It's been Warzone 2.0, it's been Modern Warfare 2, and now we're going back in here. We're going back to mobile. And now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys at home are really interested to see what is happening with our streamers that we have here today. And if you don't have it yet, comment down below what were your favorite moments here yet again, because we've had so many things happening already.
Incredible, incredible.
Now,
and one of the things that we wanted to make sure we do is go over. Let's talk to some of the talent, talk to some of our friends, see what's going on. Why don't we head over there?
And another incredible round of Warzone Battle Royale comes to this, and now it feels like such a great time. And now I'm really excited to go and move around, especially with my little box. I wonder if all of our streamers playing today wants a slice of this pizza, because obviously we've been eating this the whole day. And that's the reason why we have so much energy. And not only that, it's absolutely delicious, but we are heading on over to our streamers right now. I think we're going to take a look at Hawk's Nest and Bobby Plays. We're taking a look at what they're doing right now, and it looks like here in the action. Let's see if they kind of want to slice, but obviously they are very busy when it comes to the gameplay right now. See, you can see the comms. They're just so into it right now.
The focus. Bobby and Hawks, they don't even know what's going on outside them. They have a camera, they have a pizza box.
Oh, maybe if they smell the pizza, they'll want some. Hi, would you like a slice? Are you hungry?
Yeah, actually, very hungry.
Okay, maybe we can help them out later on with a slice of pizza. We can be your personal pizza holder. But we're moving on right now here to Bobby. I kind of want to ask him, so far, you're just walking inside, you're chilling. So where are you guys right now and what's happening so far?
Well, there's a guy right ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead and die to him. Wait, no, I killed him. We're chilling. We're just dominating. We obliterated Godsley earlier, and he didn't really stand a chance. Noah managed to outcamp us. Wait, there's multiple people, multiple directions. Oh my God, I'm probably dead. I'm concussed.
Okay, we're gonna get back to you later on. You guys focus over there. I don't want y'all to die just because of us. Oh, and speaking of, Bobby's gonna be headed on into the gulag, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine. A lot of these gameplays happening right now. So far, how are you feeling right now, Matt? Like, you're seeing all the gameplay. It's been crazy here so far.
Great question. Feeling really good. Feeling really good. We still have so much longer to go in terms of development, but right now, we know people are loving the game. We know people are excited to get in there, and more than anything else, at this point, we want to make sure the moment-to-moment action is just good. For us right now, moment-to-moment action, and the other thing that's worth touching on a little bit is cross-progression, really breaking down what that means a little bit.
Absolutely, that cross progression. If you are at home, if you're playing Warzone 2.0, if you're playing Modern Warfare 2, that progression that you have over there, it can transfer over into Warzone Mobile, where if you want to grind for the Battle Pass, you can do so at the tip of your fingers. Yeah, that's right. If you have things going down at home, you can definitely bring it down into wherever you are. If you're on the car, you can grind for it. So again, so many new things. And for me, I think it's such a revolutionary thing for this to happen.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking the other day around well, what does that mean? If I'm a player, cross progression, how does that benefit me? And there really are a handful of experiences we think are just made better by cross progression. So I want to talk about those just for a little bit. The first one is, let's say I'm playing for a couple days. We have some new functional weapons that are unlocked. If I'm playing on console or PC or mobile and have a long session, maybe I do pretty well, then I unlock that functional weapon. That time investment that you just made, that now carries over to all the other platforms, regardless of where it happens on. So think about the time save there.
Exactly, not just that, you're interconnected. I mean, we like to say it again and again because it's just a revolutionary thing to have. But I know you have something else in mind, because you have so much new features here, and we're only in alpha here. So again, we're just talking about all the main things that's happening right now.
Exactly, and so that's the first one for me. Unlocking new functionals, it's fantastic. It saves me a lot of time. The fact that whatever I unlock on one platform, I find on the other platforms. The second one for me that I think really is just super cool, and also is very player friendly, which is one of the things super important to us, is shared battle pass. So let's say I've leveled up the battle pass on one platform. Say I'm playing on mobile, had an awesome session with my friends. The next day, all that progress again carries over. So the stuff I've unlocked and my level, just those benefits now kind of really carry over with me. And the final one I just want to talk about for 1 sec. Let's imagine over the years, I've built up a group of people. Now, some I know in real life, maybe others I've met playing. That friend group, so the chats and the larger social experience, now they're going to carry over across platforms and across our sessions. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we can, honestly. Other games can't. And also because we just think it makes for a better social experience.
And now that social experience is definitely really important because it's the first time that we can cross over finally from mobile to PC and console. So if you're playing a game, you can literally just call up your buddies, message them, and there you go. They're going to know you're playing. Hey, what are you doing? I'm playing Warzone Mobile right now. No way, you're playing us from your phone. That is just absolutely revolutionary stuff. And so with things like that, I'm really excited to see how it progresses later on into the game and really just excited for its launch. And now, speaking of, we're taking a look at our duos yet again. So we're going back into the gameplay where we're taking a look at Jokesta. And with everything so far, I don't think we've touched up on vehicles that much anymore. So, I mean, yeah, the ATV, you got it right over here. You have the classic vehicles that we got to see in Verdansk the first time.
Exactly. One thing I love about the Verdansk vehicles too, a lot of differences. Helicopter, slow trucks, fast, quick ATVs. You really have the whole experience. There's nothing better for me too than helicopter. I don't know about you, but I'm a helicopter person.
I agree with that. I mean, it's the fastest route to go in there, but if you need to be ready, you have to go and drop right now. Especially if there's going to be a javelin just pointed at you, you make sure that you get out of the helicopter ASAP. But again, when it comes to finding those vehicles, you need to know the map very well. I mean, you can already definitely look online where to find like the great moments and the great spots. And for me, I feel like that's going to be airport. Around airport, you're going to be having a lot of vehicles right now. And so right now for this particular time, now they're slowing things down just a little bit. We've noticed it. And for me, like I feel like for this duo, they prefer just going into the outskirts just a little bit.
Exactly, yeah. I think they're smart that way. They loot, they get what they need to do, always staying together, but then occasionally, once they have what they need, they're waiting for the next circle to collapse. They're finding those areas in the map where maybe the action's a little bit lower. After all, last people alive win.
Exactly. I mean, it just depends on what kind of gameplay you really like. Are you going to be aggressive? Are you going to be dropping down Superstore, Boneyard, downtown, or do you prefer the outskirts and be on the mountains and try to see what is going to happen when you are going to see just a little bit of a step back? But obviously, it does have its risks. You won't have as much loot going into it, and you won't have as much kills.
Exactly. Final thing, getting into Storage Town, circles collapsing. For me, this is the intensity that I'm looking for. Man, it's my favorite.
Same. I mean, it's really just a strategy that you can play for me. I'm the type of player that goes outside of the circle, going into the smoke, going into the outside of the zone, and try to have like a better angle there, because once the circle's zoning in, you don't know that anyone's going to stay out there. People are just going to assume everyone's inside the zone, right?
Exactly, 100%. Those are the real savvy players. That gas mask, slow lagger behind.
Yeah.
I die to them all the time.
I mean, prior to this event, I was looking at the top 200 Warzone clips of all time, and I just saw one. I hope it gets to see it here in Warzone Mobile, where you get to see so many more highlights from outside of the zone, repositioning themselves, especially at the outside of the zone. But hey, take a look at that. Speaking of another highlight, we get to see it. Noah from YouTube tries to go in there, getting all those kills. Really just breaks the armor, but doesn't really quite get the kill just yet, but then obviously has the advantage of the scope. Not only that, high ground as well. So I feel like we haven't talked about the high ground so much here because it's just so important to have that kind of height.
Exactly. The way we think about it internally is, how do we find the right mix of gameplay experiences? So you need that close quarter combat, you need long range for sure, but the way you combine those two with verticality in certain dense areas, that is special. And I think for Verdansk, especially the area we have, the area we're in right now on the outskirts of Storage Town, it has that in spades.
And now with that in mind, I feel like you have all that verticality. What part of the map do you think is best when it comes to having that height advantage?
It's a great question. So for me, it's actually the area we're in right now. I love the intersection or the kind of borderlands between Storagetown and Boneyard. I think it has the best of all the environments. So for me, when I'm playing, start in Boneyard, head up to Storagetown, and if I'm lucky and the circle abides, stand in this area. And, you know, I'm just so proud to say that starting today, as we've said before, you can pre-register for free on the Google Play Store. And for players on iOS, just stay tuned. We have incredible rewards coming up. And of course, we'll be able to pre-order on Apple App Store as well.
Well, plus we have a ton of amazing rewards that we are unlocking at different pre-reg and pre-order goals, including a special operator skin for those who sign up. And now with that being said, I want the folks at the desk to see what they think of the new things today.
Thank you so much, Beef Mummy. What a day it has been. We're almost, are we nearly done? Not even going to try to guess that one. Now, though, it's time to take a look at some of our best plays so far. Brought to you by HyperX. Because that's right, guys. We've been playing COD all day, and there's only one Tommy Truant. It's a 1. It's a 2. And could it be any more? I'm on the desk here with Lottie, Alicat, and Nameless. And, brother, we've seen it all, man. Today it's been nuts.
It's been nuts, man. We've seen, you know, the core MP gameplay. We saw Ground War. Now we're seeing some of our best plays from our biggest streamers. We've seen Aiden, Tommy, Krim now. Aiden in the 3P mode, just running around hipfire and just frying people. It's been a hell of a day, Miles.
We just watched Crimothy 6 pick up 2. That was pretty sweet. Aiden again enjoying the hipfire. Look at this. It's almost a different game. Like, yeah. This is definitely MW2, but I mean, Lottie, this is something totally different.
Yeah, it really is something completely different. And I think, you know, you heard the cheers earlier on when Warzone was kind of put on the screens. We saw the trailer, we saw the action unfolding as well. But I've got to say, just seeing some of our favorite creators being in-game currently, trying everything out, testing it. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. So, yeah, I've been loving everything so far. I mean, what's not to love? Pomage in a chopper with a sniper, trying to get everyone in the streets. I mean... What's not to love, Ali?
I'm literally right there with you. There's like no better point of view at a better time that we could have gone to than Pomage with a sniper in his hand and a chopper. And I would have to say that the hip fire in this game, this is a sneak peek, like, right? This is just our first look into the alpha of what Modern Warfare 2 is going to be, what Warzone 2.0 is going to be. I've seen more hip fire today than I think I've seen in the past like 3 years of Call of Duty multiplayer. Like, so I'm really excited to see how that plays moving forward and how it plays in competitive. Because, you know, I can't ever just stop thinking about competitive Call of Duty.
Oh, you're doing your job, Ali. Kicking ass as well. So, okay, well, we're almost ready to rock and roll. We've got Genie and Xavier now down on the ground soon. But this is Modern Warfare back in a glorious way. Crazy to see everything going down so far. It's just been amazing. And gameplay that we got to see here today. Starting tomorrow, over the next week, you're telling me that we're able to play all of this in the beta as well. So that's 2 weeks of gameplay. We're all going to be able to get our hands on across all the various platforms. Cannot wait to see how that goes. We're going to take a quick break in between the gameplay now, take a little bit of a pause. We're going to be setting up for, drum roll please, Warzone 2.0. That's right, the debut of Warzone 2.0 gameplay is right around the corner. Stay tuned. But for now, we're going to toss it over to Gina and Xavier down on the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Creed, Gina Darling here. Now, we got streamers who've been playing Call of Duty all morning. We got computers running. We got production people running around like crazy. It's time for lunch, and it's coming in.
This is so good. You already got a slice of this, man.
You're going to eat during the...
Yeah, why not? It's here. Like, I got all these for myself. Did you get any?
Half of this is mine.
No, it's not. No. Hey, listen, we got some pizza. We got some Mountain Dew. Shout out and thank you to... listen. I love pepperoni. Okay. Shout out to Mountain Dew and Little Caesars. We love you.
Now, we're going to take all this pizza, eat it ourselves, Mountain Dew, drink it ourselves. You guys listen to some words from our friends at Call of Duty Endowment.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, I want to take this. It's all ours from here. Let me grab this one. You don't need to carry more. I need more. Xavier. Come on. Xavier. What is this?
200 creators here on site, marching down the green carpet with one mission in mind, to be the first players to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
And there is so much in this game. There is almost too much.
This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
And what are you looking forward to most when it comes to Warzone 2?
Prisoner rescue.
I'm looking forward to using that inflatable soldier decoy to mess a lot of players.
Kill streaks, I think.
I'm honestly here just to learn as much as I can to prep for Old Men of Optic, because those guys are very old now.
So maybe some OG maps coming back.
A map that everyone can play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew flavor combo?
Search and destroy Code Red.
Capture the flag, Code Red.
If I'm going hard with the boys on a long night of S&D and I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms, I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Easy terminal.
Ooh, terminal.
Most people have terminal nostalgia.
Terminal.
Terminal, 100%.
I just replayed that recently and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous.
Easy.
Strike.
High rise.
High rise.
Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's still Code Red for me.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was going to pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD points, and also an exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you buy specifically marked Mountain Dew.
You thinking you getting me? Is you kidding me? Ripping everything and nothing in the show you.
All right, here we go. Dan, it's been a while. How you doing, sir?
It's great to be back with you, Maven.
It is, it is. We've got a lot to chat through. Listen, you are here for the Call of Duty Endowment. Tell me a bit about it.
Sure. The Call of Duty Endowment is an organization that helps U.S. and U.K. vets find high-quality careers by supporting groups that prepare them for the job market and by raising awareness of the value that vets bring to the workplace. Through support from the Call of Duty community and our partners, the endowment has placed more than 100,000 veterans into high-quality jobs, becoming one of the world's largest funders of veteran employment. And we couldn't do this without each and every one of the members of the Call of Duty community.
The endowment does incredible work. I mean, it's amazing what you guys have done over the years. Tell me why you were so focused on veteran employment.
Yeah, so at the endowment, we believe that quality employment provides the greatest benefit for the largest number of veterans. If a vet finds a high-quality job upon re-entry into civilian life, any other challenges become much more manageable. A good job means a roof, food, healthcare access, social interaction, and probably most importantly, purpose. Last year, the endowment placed more veterans into jobs than any previous year, and we are excited to continue our mission to place the next 100,000 veterans.
It is truly terrific. I thank you for all that you do for veterans. I know you have an exciting announcement. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. The Call of Duty Endowment Bowl, or Code Bowl, returns on December 16th.
Hell yes. I've had a blast with these.
And now, as some of you may remember, the U.S. Space Force shocked everyone and took home the last Code Bowl trophy. We're thrilled to be bringing the event back and can't wait to see who'll take home this year's title. Also, we're grateful that USAA's support is helping make Code Bowl 3 possible. USAA has been serving the military community for 100 years. Personally, I've been a proud member of USAA for 32 years, since I was a young Navy officer, and I'm thrilled to have their support for Code Bowl 3.
Yeah, this is incredible. I've been a part of these. They're an absolute blast, and what an awesome trophy it is. Can't wait to see who wins Code Bowl 3 presented by USAA. Here's a sneak peek of what's to come.
The Call of Duty Endowment Bowl, presented by USAA, is back on December 16, 2022. Watch as U.S. and U.K. military esports teams compete to be the Code Bowl 2022 champion, featuring some of your favorite Call of Duty creators and Call of Duty league players.
Super proud of the boys.
We're here to represent. This year, the Call of Duty Endowment reached an amazing milestone of placing 100,000 veterans back into high-quality jobs after their service. To celebrate this incredible achievement, the Code Bowl will be bigger and better than ever. Get ready for thrilling Call of Duty competitive play alongside some of the top names in the scene. Be sure to follow Call of Duty Endowment on Instagram and Facebook, and Code for Vets on Twitter for more Code Bowl announcements. And tell us which team you are rooting for. Get ready for Call of Duty Endowment, Code Bowl 2022, presented by USAA.
We're back again.
Hi.
We are so excited to have gotten the opportunity to work with such a huge name in the sneaker world. Woo! Working with Shoe Surgeon.
Yeah, we got 2 shoes to show you today. We got the Neoprene Brute. Neoprene Brute.
You're just so excited.
Boot.
There we go.
So excited. Neoprene Boot. In the iconic Call of Duty green. And also we have sneakers inspired by Al Mazrah. We have parachute material here, parachute silks, and in desert tones. And both shoes come with ghillie clip-ons. As you can see here, you can take it off because, you know, tactical reasons.
Yes, exactly. And you could possibly win these. You could be one of the 6, well, maybe 5 or 4 depending on if we get a pair, to win these. But all you have to do is go and follow at Call of Duty on Twitter, and you got to tweet hashtag CODnext and hashtag sweepstakes, or go ahead and scan the QR code below, and you could possibly win these.
Good luck.
You know you want them. Get a good look.
Can we get traveling light?
I have to. I'm carrying your weight.
Better bring your A game today.
That's the only game I got. Try and keep up.
Hey.
What do you think's in it?
No idea, but it's mine.
Line starts behind us.
Guess you're behind me. Again.
Vámonos! Adios, amigos.
You see any more of those?
GMC Hummer EV, reporting for Call of Duty.
Well, Call of Duty fans, hopefully that got you fired up, because it's a pretty cool announcement we have here. We are